Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the Geek Grand Championship. We are here with a very interesting match, and I am really hoping it's going to be a good one. We have Abel Leeuw taking on Kaiser Huang, who have been both have been getting really great victories in this road to the title, and they are meeting to get a spot in our number one contender triple threat. With me, I am David Garcia, and you have Joe Farrelly. Joe, how are you doing?
I'm doing good. Look, your eyes are not deceiving you. We are hosting and playing this match in daylight.
Yeah.
It may be 30 degrees outside or, 86, I think, for the other people who use the weird one. But yeah, we're getting this. We've got a great match. We've got people from all over the world, 4 different places. None of them in the US. This might be a first for the whole community in general.
All right. So enough from us. Let's hear what they have to say in the talkies.
你好，我不说中文，你会说英语吗？我说荷兰人。比较。
What he said. Plus today, I'll be ranking Chelsea players. Let's go.
No tengo ni puta idea de lo que han dicho, pero ni idea.
This is far too international for me. I'm British. It doesn't. Those were some fire promos.
Fuego.
Things were said. Responses were made.
Yep.
Let's ask some questions.
Yep.
I'm feeling awkward.
All right. Introducing first with a record of 2-1, and I don't remember if he knocked somebody out. He is Abel Leeuw.
I don't knock people out. I'm very friendly.
And his opponent with a record of 2-0. Again, I don't remember if he knocks. I think he did knock some people out. With Kaiser Huang.
Hey.
All right, guys. You've been here before, but for the people at home, we are going to start with round number 1. In round number 1, we have 10 questions in the different categories we here have determined to be geek. You'll have approximately 15 seconds to write your best attempt at an answer in your whiteboards, and when we call your name, we will ask you to verbalize the answer and flip your boards. Please say it loudly because Alex's mom is hard of hearing and she actually watches our matches. If any of the players gets their questions correctly, they will receive a perfect round and a bonus questions to them and only to them, and somewhere Alex will do a dab. Each correct answer will give you 1 point and an incorrect answer will give you nothing. You have 3 challenges. No, 1 challenge and 3 repeats. It's been a while since I hosted anything.
3 challenges?
Match. Any questions?
No, but please don't give Kaiser 3 challenges.
No.
It's been a while since I hosted something, guys. And I mean, my blood pressure is down. I spent the morning in the emergency room. So, just bear with me. I probably should have Joe lead it, but,
You got it.
All right.
There's your baby.
So, your first question is going to be delivered. It's going to be delivered by me. So I just saw the question I need Joe to ask. Your category for the first question is sci-fi killers. What is the name of the computer program responsible for Terminators in Terminator Dark Fate?
People were thinking, this is the level of... Dark Fate. But I like this category, but, to the people at home that maybe the first time watching sci-fi killers, Alien, Predator, Terminator.
Because they are killers and they are sci-fi movies. 5, 4,
Killer.
3.
That's why we named it that.
1. Thanks now, Kaiser.
Legion, I believe.
And Apple.
Legion.
Legion is correct.
Wondering where Kaiser's list is going to go. I got to focus on the answers, but I'm wondering where this list is going to go. But we're going to move straight on to your next question, which comes in the category of the MCU. In Guardians of the Galaxy, Volume 3, Gamora points out that a guard at the orgoscope looks like what type of vegetable?
Very recently added, and I'm going to say the best of the three.
The first one's still for me.
The first one is great, but I think this one is actually a better movie. You know what I mean? It's like, I like some movies in some categories that I more than other movies that are better movies. You know what I mean?
I get what you mean, but I still think one still holds out as the better movie for me. Then 3, then 2, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Abel.
So there was someone in Ant-Man 3 who looked like a broccoli, I think. So I think this one's a carrot.
And Kaiser.
Wait, you say Garden Show MN3? A cabbage?
Carrot is correct. Rob Schneider is the carrot.
Because I had broccoli, but that's Ant-Man 3, right? I don't know.
Yes.
Maybe I missed the question. Okay.
So Abel taking a 1 point lead early in the match here, but still plenty to go as we get on to your third question asked. Hey, David.
In the category of DC movies, in which DC movie is the main character suspected of murdering a scientist named who? Dr. Slavicki, as well as the CEO of a company.
It's a wordy one.
Yep.
What's the category again? Sorry?
I will give you a technical, yeah. In which DC movie is the main character suspected of murdering a scientist named Dr. Slavicki and a CEO of a company? I think that's a better way.
You ever been suspected of murder, David?
I refuse to say anything if I am not in the presence of my lawyer.
Yeah. Well, we'll see if Eagle comes in.
Yeah.
What we can do with that. I have. It was when I played Nico in the title match. 5, 4, 3,
Well,
2, 1. Pens down. We're going to go to Kaiser
Something?
and Abel.
The Catwoman.
Catwoman is correct.
I'm glad that I didn't know that. Jesus.
Sometimes it's better to miss. But we're going to move on to your next category, next question, which is going to come from the category of the Wizarding World. What class at Hogwarts is Harry in when he learns about the origin of the Chamber of Secrets in Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets? Imagine I said in Fantastic Beasts, that would have just not made any sense.
no, it would have been.
Words Chamber of Secrets are already in the question, but
Yeah, but you know, the Chamber of Secrets actually makes an appearance in more movies, so
this is true.
So you never know. Like Ron and Hermione kiss in the Chamber of Secrets in what movie?
Fair point. Not the one we're currently asking about.
Yeah.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go over to Abel.
No, I said Transfiguration.
And Kaiser.
Yeah, Transfiguration.
Transfiguration is correct, but that list is already wrong. Reece James should be much higher, and I was sad.
Why? He can't play 3 matches in a row.
Look, the guy's made of glass, but his talent is there for all to see.
No, it doesn't matter. Best ability is availability.
Geek movies. Let's go.
Your next question is in the category of Marvel. Who provides the voice of Hobie Brown in Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse?
No way, man. Jesus. The movie was eligible like 2 days ago.
Yeah. It's another one of our new movies, but this is the thing, man. There's a bank of questions we can use. We're going to use them. We casted it. We dated it.
To be completely honest, I didn't know it either yet, so I will know it in the future, but It's one of those questions that you say, I will know that. I haven't gotten to it yet.
5,
Yeah.
4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will go to Kaiser anyway.
Kai Havertz.
Not even a Chelsea player. And Abel.
Enough with the men then.
Oh, really?
Daniel Kaluuya is correct. So halfway stage of this match with a score of 5-2, and just to get it out of the way, Abel's still perfect.
Hmm.
But we're gonna move on to your next question, question 6, which comes in the category of everyone's favorite. It's quotes. In which DCEU movie will you hear the quote, "I know I'm just a random lady in a store, but would you like a hug?"
Hugs are always nice, don't you think?
It depends where they're coming from. There's
Fair.
actual.
Well, actually, I would like a hug from Winnie the Pooh.
Yeah, I can give that. This isn't fandom, but Winnie the Pooh is a character.
Yeah.
Movies that are not eligible yet.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Yeah,
what-
we know this quote didn't come from Winnie the Pooh.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. Let's go to Abel
That's a full-on guess because I haven't watched this movie yet. Is it The Flash?
and Kaiser.
Same guess. Is it The Flash?
The Flash is correct.
I just didn't feel like watching it. You know what I mean?
You are not missing anything.
You are not. Really are not.
It's all right. It's fine.
Not so. In your next question is in the category of Middle Earth. In the Two Towers, Gimli tells Aragorn not to tell Legolas that he did what?
Take a reasonably general answer on this one, I think.
This is one of those questions that both players went straight to the board. And you love that.
Always like those kind of questions.
But you don't want all of the questions to be like that. You want some like.
You need a couple of Catwoman questions in there, just to.
5, 4, 3, 2. Something fell outside my door. Pens down. I don't.
Kaiser.
Kaiser
He got thrown by Aragorn.
and Abel.
Yeah, threw/tossed him.
Pretty much exactly what we have in the doc,
You're gonna have to toss me.
including the /through/toss. But we're going to move on now to your next question. It's going to come in the category of the DCEU. In Man of Steel, at what type of location is a young Clark Kent when he gets scared when his powers start activating?
I'm really falling in love with the character of Superman with the 2 shows I am watching about him right now. My adventures with Superman and Smallville are making me really appreciate the character.
I was about probably 6 when I first saw 1978's Superman, and that for me was all I was sold on that.
The first Superman movie I watched was The Quest for Peace in the Hospital.
I'm so sorry.
Actually, I was a kid and I really loved it.
That's fair.
I mean, when you are a kid, you don't really. It's like if Superman is in there there are bright colors and stuff, and it's like
5,
That's why Joe loves The Flash.
3, 2,
Right?
1. Pens down. They ruined Christopher Reeves. But we'll go to Abel
Classroom.
and Kaiser.
Cubicle of a bathroom in school?
Classroom is correct.
Yeah.
Kaiser, anything?
Wait, sorry, what was the answer?
So we would have accepted school or classroom, but the cubicle of the bathroom we can't accept is in the class.
Can you
Starts
repeat the whole
being-
question, please?
Yeah, of course. In Man of Steel, at what type of location is a young Clark Kent when he gets scared when his powers start activating?
Right. That makes sense. Yeah.
X-ray vision all of a sudden is
Yeah.
freaky.
Yeah.
That's what-
Yeah, sure.
but we'll move on your penultimate question coming from David.
Your next question is in the category of Star Trek. In which Star Trek movie will you find a location called Listening Post Morska?
There's a movie channel over here in the UK. Used to be, it changes its theme every now and again. So about a month ago, it was Sky Movie's Wizarding World. And it was just on repeat. So at any point, there'd be a Wizarding World movie on. So
that's cool.
really good for studying question writing. But now it's changed. It's now Sky Movies Star Trek.
Nice.
But it only goes as far as Insurrection. So
really, you are not getting the Kelvin timeline?
Nope. Or Nemesis for some reason. It's weird, but it's still good because at any point there's a Star Trek movie on.
Yeah.
I've seen just 5-10 minute clips here and there.
I'm gonna repeat. Sorry.
All right. Question again. In which Star Trek movie will you find a location called Listening Post Morska?
So at any point I can just be like, hey, what's on? Ah, cool. Oh, the last 20 minutes of this one, or the last hour of this one.
Actually,
They don't log them on Letterboxd unless I watch from start to finish, so no one knows exactly how much I've seen of them.
I don't watch TV anymore, man. I don't watch movies on TV anymore. Like,
sometimes they're on. Like, we've been breaking for food at work, and for the last 3 nights, like, we've been breaking for what the TV's on in the canteen, and it was No Time to Die, Man on Fire, 22 Jump Street. I was like,
Fire lineup.
These are all great.
Yeah. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down, Kaiser.
This is a guess. Star Trek Insurrection?
And Abel.
The Undiscovered Country.
The Undiscovered Country is correct. Right.
And Mudrik is nowhere.
What scene was that, by the way?
It's the scene where they're trying to convince the Klingons to let them pass, and they're all pretending to speak Klingon and
Sounded Klingon.
don't catch any bugs. Your final question in this round, which, if Abel answers correctly, will grant him the perfect round of the bonus question. But your question is going to come from the category of mixed bag.
You had to do it.
Your question. At the beginning of 2000's Dungeons and Dragons, Protheon is trying to create a scepter that will allow him to control what color dragons?
Hey, you're asking a Dungeons and... If you are asking a Dungeons and Dragons question, and you ask about a dragon, it makes sense.
Yeah. I don't remember many scenes with dungeons, but,
I mean, I do think the main character gets thrown in a dungeon at some point.
At some point. I definitely believe the more recent version
Yes.
is far superior.
Yeah. I agree with that.
Far
Yeah.
superior.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. And let's see our competitors guess a color. Abel.
I don't even think this is a color. That gold.
And Kaiser.
I think you're right. I said black.
For the perfect round, gold is correct.
It is correct. Alex does a jab. We asked a bonus question. Things are happening.
All right, your bonus question, Abel. And we are going to give you a little bit of extra time for this one. Name 2 Geek Grand Championship movies from different categories that feature a character transferring their conscience to a different body.
I like our mix and match bonus questions. There's so many in the bank, we don't get to use them very often.
Yep.
Remember the days when we just used to ask a question from a random category?
Yeah.
And we were like, wait, we have an opportunity here to ask questions that we can't
More
normally ask.
fun, yeah.
I'm not sure you'll count these because these are pretty ambiguous. But I said Wonder Woman 1984 and Captain America the Winter Soldier.
Right.
I'm gonna rule that. You know what? Let's pause.
We'll continue.
We're back with these multi-movie questions. There's a lot of stuff we have to check. Sometimes we miss stuff when we're writing it. But looking at it, we would have accepted Wonder Woman 84, which is what Abel said, but we will not be accepting Captain America the Winter Soldier, specifically because Arnim Zola translates his body into a computer rather than a body. There are plenty of other options out there. We won't go through them here. There was a lot. But we don't get the true perfect round. However, coming out of round one, Abel still leads with a score of 10 to Kaiser's 4. Is that what you have, David?
That's what I have.
I thought I had 3, to be honest. Okay.
So we're going to move into round number 2. Round number 2 here at the opening match of the Geek Grand Championship works like this. Before the match, each competitor was given a list of 3 categories that are eligible for round number 2. The player that's in the lead will decide whether they want to go first and whether they want to answer their questions first. They will get 5 questions from whichever category they choose, worth 2 points apiece. If they're not sure, they can go multiple choice, which will reduce the value of the question down to 1 point. Second player will then choose their category, same thing, and the category that remains will be pushed to round number 3. Your categories for today, Kaiser and Abel, are Star Trek, Marvel, and quotes. So, Abel, as the player in the lead, would you like to choose first, and would you like to go first?
I'll do both of them second.
Both of them second. So, Kaiser, Star Trek, Marvel, or quotes?
Let's do Star Trek.
Star Trek is off the board. So, Abel, Marvel, or quotes?
Marvel non-MCU. Let's do it.
Marvel. So, surprising no one. Quotes is pushed to round number 3.
Kaiser would call me a bitch if I didn't.
So,
Okay.
Kaiser, as Abel has opted to go second, you will get your questions in Star Trek. David, would you like me to take these?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Cool. Kaiser, I will be asking you your questions in Star Trek. You still have 3 repeats and your challenge remaining. Abel, you have 2 repeats and your challenge remaining. Beware stealing is also available in this round. Didn't say that when I went over the rules. Bad hosting. But Kaiser, are you ready for your questions in Star Trek?
Sure.
Your first question then. Which Star Trek film features a crew member being captured and rescued by another crew member pretending to be an enemy?
Star Trek Nemesis.
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. In Star Trek IV, The Voyage Home, which member of the Enterprise crew poses as Scotty's assistant when they visit Plexicorp?
Dr. Leonard McCoy.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question. Sophia Boutella appears in how many Star Trek movies? Five, 4,
1.
3. That is correct for 2 points.
It was like you had a devil and an angel on your shoulder, and they were having an Emperor's New Groove kind of deal.
Yeah, pretty much. I was like,
Your penultimate question in Star Trek. In Star Trek First Contact, what does Worf suggest is done in order to destroy the Borg?
essentially destroy the Enterprise.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in Star Trek. In Star Trek 2009, What does Spock Prime say is the reason Romulus was destroyed?
A star went supernova.
And that is correct for the clean sweep of Star Trek, taking Kaiser up to 14 to Abel's 10. A fantastic Star Trek round there. No multiple choices, no repeats used, no challenges used. David, would you like to give Abel his questions in Marvel?
Gladly. Abel, are you ready for your questions in non-MCU Marvel, as you very eloquently said?
Yes, sir.
Great. Your first question. Which Marvel movie features a character being tortured using a popsicle and some meat?
The Punisher.
That's correct for 2 points. Next question. In X-Men The Last Stand, when raiding Magneto's camp in the woods, Wolverine is intercepted by a mutant that uses what part of his body to attack?
His hand.
That's incorrect. Kaiser, chance for 2 points still.
Okay. I think it's better if I demonstrate it. Bones protrude out of his arm. He grabs it and he shoots it towards a Logan. Fine answer.
I'm going to accept that. The answer we were looking for was bones.
It's up to you.
So,
Which, funnily enough, is also the answer to a question in the Star Trek round.
No.
So we are going
I
to.
thought he shot them from his hands, but that's fine. I missed.
If you want to challenge.
No, I
Okay.
just remembered it incorrectly.
2 points.
Your third question in the category of Marvel. Okay. Do you want to pronounce that one, Joe?
Daniel Giles plays a character with what profession in the Sam Raimi Spider-Man movies?
An
4, 3.
astronaut.
That is correct for 2 points.
Holy shit! Remember that guy's name?
Fourth question. In Blade Trinity, Drake infiltrates the Night Stalker's base by taking the shape of which character? And we are looking for either the full name or the first name.
That sucks.
Five, 4, 3.
I think it'd be-
All right. In Blade Trinity, Drake infiltrates the Night Stalker's base by taking the shape of which character? Second repeat for Abel.
Yeah.
Five, 4, 3,
Sorry.
2. Multiple choice? Oh.
Yes.
Your options are A. Blade, B. Abigail Whistler, C. Hannibal King, or D. Abraham Whistler. 5, 4, 3, 2.
I'll go with B. Abigail Whistler, please.
That is incorrect. Kaiser, the chance for a 1-point steal. Your options are A. Blade, B. Abigail Whistler, C. Hannibal King, or D. Abraham Whistler.
Any booking?
That's also incorrect. We were looking for D. Abraham Whistler.
I thought that fucker was still looking.
All right. And Abel, your last question. In Hulk, Bruce goes to work using what type of transportation?
Right.
5.
Like multiple choice, please.
Your multiple choice options are A. A bicycle, B. A car, C. A bus, or D. A train.
I'll go bicycle, please.
That's correct for 1 point and the end of round number 2.
At the end of round number 2, we have a score of Kaiser now in the lead, 16 to Abel's 15. We have a very, very close game as we get into round 3, which works like this. The category that was passed by both players, in this case, quotes, will be the round 3 category. Players will get a 2-point question, 3-point question, and a 5-point question. Kaiser, as you are in the lead, would you like set 1 or set 2?
1. Why not?
Okay, so Abel will be getting set number 2. And as David asked you your questions in round number 2, I will be administering your questions in round number 3. You have 1 repeat remaining. Kaiser still has all 3 repeats remaining. Both players have challenges intact. So, Abel, are you ready for your questions in quotes?
Yes, sir.
All right, your 2-point question. Which DC character said the quote, "I'm like a dog chasing cars. I wouldn't know what to do with one if I caught one. You know, I just do things."
Joker.
Correct, 2 points. And the lead.
All right. Kaiser, are you ready for your questions in set number 1?
Sure.
Your 2-pointer. Which Marvel character said the quote, "You will be this armless, legless, faceless thing, won't you? Rolling down the street like a turd in the wind."
Are you fucking serious? Venom.
I had to cover my mouth for that one. I'm glad I didn't have to read that one. No, that is correct for 2 points and the lead back. So, Abel, you will now get your 3-point question in quotes. Are you prepared?
Yes, sir.
Which Wizarding World character's last line on screen is, "Head for the burrow. We'll rendezvous there on the count of 3."
Mad-Eye Moody.
That is correct. 3 points and the lead back. Passing it back.
Kaiser, your 3-pointer in set number 1. Which live-action Middle-earth character first line on screen is, "So it is true. It is a gift."
It's true.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Repeat the question.
Right. First repeat. Which live-action Middle-earth character first line on screen is, So it's true. It is a gift.
Boromir.
And that is correct for 3 points.
And the lead
And the
once
lead.
again, 21-20. What a game, getting into the 5-point questions in quotes. Abel, you still have your 1 repeat remaining. Are you ready for your 5-pointer in quotes?
Let's do it.
Complete this quote from Superman in Justice League. Well, I believe in truth, but I'm also a big blank, and we are looking for 3 words.
And it's from the movie Justice League. I'm sorry, that was just okay. Yeah, my bad.
Five, 4, 3.
I'll go with fan of justice.
And that is correct for 5 big points. So we have reached the stage of the game. Kaiser, if he hits his 5 point, he wins. Doesn't, Abel wins. What a game.
Yeah. Kaiser, your 5-pointer. Finish the quote by Iron Man in Infinity War. If Thanos needs all 6, why don't we just stick this one down a blank? We're looking for 2 words.
God.
5, 4, 3, 2,
Repeat.
1. All right. Second repeat. Finish the quote by Iron Man in Infinity War. If Thanos needs all 6, why don't we just stick this one down a blank? 2 words.
Garbage recycling.
And
your winner, Abel de Leeuw, score
so close.
21. We were looking for garbage disposal. Garbage disposal was the
So
correct
close.
answer.
What a match.
Had this not been a complete the quote round, there would have been an acceptable answer. But because it's complete the quote, we need the exact quote. Unfortunate, so close. This has been one of the best matches I've hosted in a long, long time. David, any thoughts?
I mean, look, let's start talking with Kaiser. Okay. This match can be summed up that each of you had one great round. Like,
Pretty much, yeah.
Probably round 1 wasn't the round 1 you expected, and it's not the round 1 you usually get. You are one of the best round 1 players we have around, but everybody has one of those. I scored 2 points against very recently in a round 1 in a match. But then you went and you swept Star Trek, took all those points in steals from Abel, and you took the lead. You just were 1 word off from winning this match. Great performance. How are you feeling?
So there was 3 movies that was declared eligible, pretty recently: Guardians 3, Across the Spider-Verse, and The Flash. I've watched all those 3, but I've only rewatched them. But I've only rewatched Guardians 3. The other 2, I haven't gotten to them yet. That's why I missed the question.
You hit the Flash question.
On a pure fucking guess. But yes.
You still hit it. I think that's the sign of a great player, because I think, as David said, you came out of round 1 6 points down and came into round 3 ahead. That's phenomenal. You made my heart happy by hitting all those Star Trek questions.
Yeah, I honestly those Trek questions they were fucking tough, but yeah, many managed to power through. But Yeah, but congrats, Leeuw. Like he's clearly the better player, so I'm glad that he's moving on. So yeah, it's all good.
This means we are going to see you in the singles tournament.
Okay.
So, do you have anybody you would like to see there?
Let's see. Is Robert Kessler still playing here?
Yeah. That
Well,
we know
not
of,
him.
yeah.
Well, not him. Oh, is what's his name? Is Noah McSomething playing? I take it that the answer is no. So really, anyone.
That's
All right.
Kaiser, I think anyone coming up against you, just even though you didn't get the win today, anyone watching that turnaround in round 2 will definitely.
21 points in a loss is nothing to sneeze at. So
they'll be looking at that and going, "Please, I don't want to play Kaiser," because I think there's a lot of players out there.
You know.
All right.
We'll see what happens.
Well, Kaiser, great match. So we'll see you around. And now we are going to talk to our winner today, punching a ticket to the #1 contender match, Abel. Man, as I said to Kaiser, fucking great round 1. Round 2, a little wonky, but then you hit all those 3 quotes question, which is hard to do, and you brought it home. How are you feeling?
I honestly thought Kaiser had it. That's why I wrote down "Great job, Kaiser," which is now a little awkward. And he started to say garbage, and I was like, "There he goes." And he said "recycler." I was like, "Oh God."
Yeah,
guy, I'm so sorry. I don't want to win like that, but yeah, I'm here. I'm having fun. I didn't really practice, but I love playing. So thank you.
So let me ask you something. Because you chose to choose your category second.
Mm-hmm.
Did you want Marvel, or were you just?
We had discussed Kaiser just said, "Whoever doesn't leave quotes for round 3 is a bitch." So I was like, "Well, then
use a different word. We won't repeat it."
I don't really care either one, right? Marvel or Star Trek. I feel pretty confident in either. So I was like, "Let him pick. I don't care." And then I would have done better in Trek, but that's fine. Y'all like to pick the absolute worst of the worst when it comes to Marvel and DC, which is cool.
Every movie is eligible. You can't just ask about the nice ones.
No,
I didn't write a question about Hogwarts the Duck, and you should be thankful about that.
Yeah.
Anyway, so this means you are moving on to our #1 contender triple threat.
That's fun.
We can tell you one of the qualifiers that Moose has.
Oh, cool.
And then you will be so another spot that will be filled by the winner of Amaru Moses and Nicolas Hernandez.
Oh, super fun. That's a fun list of characters. I've never met Moose, but he seems like a very cool guy. Met Rue, played him a bunch this year. So that'd be fun.
I know the feeling.
Nicholas, but yeah, that'd be either one. I don't care. It's all fun and games. I love playing here, man. So it's always a good time.
We love having you here. You are a very entertaining person to have on screen and a very classy gentleman. So
and congratulations also on the perfect round. So I think that's we don't get as much. You did get the perfect round in round 1.
Messed up the points, but that's all good.
We'll see you around, and congratulations.
Cheers, boys.
Well, Joe,
that's 2 out of 3.
Yeah,
2 of 3. No one said this title picture is coming to a close. So we've got one more match in this little picture, as you said before, Rue versus Nick.
Yep.
One of those 4 players, Moose, Abel, Rue, or Nick, will be playing for Brittany's title.
Yep. And honestly, man, this was a great match.
This is one of the best.
I think I am trying to make sure I don't fuck it up, but I think this might be one of the best matches the Greek Grand Championships have in singles.
I would agree with that. You know, you had a perfect round 1.
Yeah.
You then had a reasonable deficit between both players at the end of round 1. You then had a complete turnaround in lead in round 2, a perfect clean sweep in round 2, and then a quotes round 3, which both players I think did phenomenally at, which we would have had a perfect from both players.
Yeah.
But for one word. I don't think
Abel seems to be an expert on winning these type of situations in matches. But yeah, so congratulations to Abel. This was a great match. We hope you enjoyed it. Like, subscribe, comment, share. Visit our TikTok. We have a TikTok, guys. So
if you come here because you saw TikTok, thank you.
So follow us on TikTok. You should do that, because I just did that today, because I didn't know we had TikTok until like a week ago. So yeah, and just do your thing.
You stay classy, movie trivia community.